start off here, opening statement. Tough one today at home to finish up the 3-game homestand. I thought we were pretty well. We were prepared for it, but they came out and put it to us early. There, got that lead, 12-point lead after the first quarter, and we just found ourselves trying to dig out of it the whole time. So I got to do a better job of making sure that we can execute and make the right decisions and put ourselves in the right spots to get us off to a better start. So that's on me and our staff, and we got to do a better job to make sure we're ready defensively to get some stops and hopefully can get out in transition. But I thought we fought. I thought that third quarter. If we can be more consistent like that in our effort and in our execution, I thought, sky's the limit for us and see where we can go from there. But we got to do a better job of putting it together, and that's on me in practice and where we're at. So.
If you definitely a tale of two. Both Thursday after the first half, all the team back again. They got 12 points. So what was the difference at the end? Positive takeaway?
Yeah, the first half, Michael, we just never couldn't get into a flow, and it's credit to their defense and how they guard, and they don't give you many opportunities. You have to go make plays one-on-one, and how they defend, and they switch a lot of screens, and we knew that, and so it comes down to some execution, and it comes down to making some tough plays, and when you can't do that consistently, and execution, again, that's on me. Practice, reps, making sure we're set there, and then they have to go out and execute what we're doing. And, I thought that's what happened in the second half, a little bit better. So we simplified what we were doing in the second half, got that run in the third quarter. I thought that was a big steal by Noel off the made free throws, and then kick out to Tasha for the 3 to cut it to 4, and from there we kind of took off in that quarter and had that 3-point lead at the end. And you take those away now, going on the road to Ohio State, going to Cleveland State for a league game, and then coming back home before Christmas, and you got to try to get some momentum going into Christmas, because after that it's all league play, and so that was my message to them afterwards: is just stay the course and keep building. But we've got to do a better job of making plays for ourselves. We're not making plays for ourselves. We're not making some open shots. We're not making tough shots. How many tough shots did Robert Morris hit down the stretch? We're missing some easy ones. We're not grabbing some tough rebounds, where we can do those things. We start doing those things, and the game flips. And that's what happened a little bit in the second half.
Prayer girl, 13. They're 441. Was there anything the girls that focus on?
I thought we did a better job of execution of the game plan defensively, of not helping as much when Love drove, and they were finding her on a kick out. That's how she hit 3 of the threes, and we made a mistake on 2 of the threes were that situation, and on the third 3 that she made it from the right corner was a defensive breakdown that we're not supposed to do at all. So again, that's where I say that's on me. We can't have those. We're 11 games in the season. And so our players have got to understand how we need to guard, what we need to do on a daily basis in practice, and especially on game days. She's one that can go make big plays, and I thought that's a quiet 10-9. Because I thought she struggled today quite a bit, honestly. Had some tough decisions and some passes, and a key turnover that allowed them to get that lead to 7, 8 maybe. So that's a freshman mistake, and that's we get to flip the calendar 26. She ain't a freshman no more, and her nor Karina. And I thought Karina had some mistakes today too. That those guys are just trying to do a little too much sometimes, because that's what freshmen do, and but they've been able to do it. They've been able to make those plays. So Maddie's 10-9 was quiet. She just makes a lot of right plays, a lot of winning plays for you that can help us be successful. and she just needs to continue to grow and mature like she has been, and understand that she's doing a great job, and she's going to continue to do a great job, and she's going to be a major piece for us going forward.
Was it alluded to?
Again, I think that's kind of their defensive philosophy in some situations of how they guard. And so then we get behind and she starts to press, trying to get downhill, trying to get to the free throw line, those type of things, and just made one tough pass. I thought it was a shot, tough pass. There was a turnover, and then another one in transition. It was the quick one. We needed a basket there in the second quarter. So a lot of her, and that's, we got to talk to her about those things and growing and understanding scouting reports now and how they're going to guard. Yeah, I thought we were trying to get Noel off the flare screen a little bit, or when they switched, trying to hit Maya, and they did a good job of defending that. And then we had Karina on the weak side to get downhill. Probably need her to take one more dribble and create a little bit more contact, try to get to the free throw line in that situation. We went back to talk at halftime about guarding how we're supposed to. Kind of like what I was talking about, with Michael there about not leaving certain players in certain situations and just doing our base stuff like we're supposed to. And I thought our hands were more active. I thought we had way more deflections. I don't know how many steals we had that, but we got a steal right out of the gate. Karina got that steal to start the second half. So, and again, she gets that steal, goes down, takes a tough layup, misses it. That goes in. Look where we're at. We're 60-60, and we're still playing some hoops. So, or could be, because it changes the whole tone for the second half. Because I think we came down and got another stop. So I thought our intensity was more intentional in that second half, and we've got to play that way the whole time. Jacob, I don't even know what we had. What do we have, 16? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it. So 16? 16? Yeah, but we had some bad ones too. We had some bad turnovers that led to some things there, and we want to get that down to 12. So again, get us 4 more shots or a chance to get to the free throw line a couple more times. All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.